Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Ritual Flow. This is a spirit reading for the sign of Scorpio that we're doing today. So if you are a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node, there may be some messages here for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Not everything will resonate with everyone. This is a timeless reading. Whenever you're seeing it is the right time for you to see it. Let's see what's going on. Spirit, what messages do you have for the Scorpio collective at this time regarding their spiritual path? What's going on in their lives? Oh, got the 9 of Cups coming out. World in reverse. Tripping Squirrel card. Three of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Strength. Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups, 4 of Cups, and let me get the others out of the floor. The Lovers and the 2 of Wands. And at the bottom, we've got the 6 of Cups, the King of Pentacles. Okay, Scorpio. So this is a very strong energy of a soul connection that you've been dreaming about coming into your life. Someone that's everything you could have wished for. You've been having this sort of a little bit of an internal battle about it. You've had difficulty letting go of something in the past. In order to have this new beginning. Something in your past is making you feel a little crazy. I'm getting this energy of like someone you're with, someone you've been with recently, someone that you're still holding energy from in the past, from your past, was like having a really strong energy of gaslighting you, lying to you, manipulating you into like living in a reality that's very different from the one that your soul wants to live in, that feels right and true. Like you feel like you've been on some kind of crazy trip in the life that you've been living, but that's familiar to you. So you've had some difficulty letting it go. It's what you know. But it's not what's serving you. Um, There's this energy of you putting your foot in the door somewhere else while still hanging on to that old idea, that old paradigm. It's like you have this idea that you can protect your happiness if you both hold on to the past and step towards the future, but the real future lies in letting go of this energy that's sort of making you feel crazy. Even if it is what you're used to. It's going to take a lot of strength and like sort of outright refusal and rejection of this past. Like in order for you to have a new beginning, to create a new foundation that's going to lead somewhere more beautiful, more divinely guided, more where you feel complete and stable. Like there's a strong soul bond available to you in your future. But you have to have the courage to say, no, I don't want to participate in this nonsense that doesn't fit me, that doesn't fit my world any longer. To have the strength to believe in what you are wishing for, like what your ideal life would look like, and to pursue it. To look out into your future and to say, I can have that. I can build that. My soul is called to that. I feel grounded in the energy that I'm bringing into my life. Wherever you've been in the past, whatever you're letting go of, it's very ungrounded. It's very tumultuous. It's very, I don't know, I can't get this word, like scheming. So there it is, scheming. Like that doesn't fit in a sentence, but that's someone has been scheming where you're concerned, like scheming against you. Whoever that's for, that makes sense to you, I guess. but you don't have to be a part of that anymore. You can step away from being an instrument for someone else to achieve their goals and be thinking about what you want to create, what you want to collaborate, who you want to collaborate with, because those are very different people. Where you have been looks and feels very different from where you're going. Four, face your problems head on with confidence and courage. You will emerge victorious. Yeah, that's that energy I was picking up on. Like, the energy you're stepping away from, the person you're stepping away from, like, you're going to have to flat out say, like, this doesn't work for me. This isn't what I want, and I'm not accepting it anymore. I want something different. This is not it. This cannot be it. And so I'm moving on. I'm leaving this behind. And I'm finding something new. And when you do that, you will find it. Okay, let's see what these are. Gorilla, shark, and panda. Okay, so the gorilla, take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially if you're family members. Shark, trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. Create a sacred space for yourself in your home and place of work. Okay, so this is giving me this person that's like the energy you're departing from. Maybe someone that you see as family. And it's important that, you know, even when you are expressing your truth about, you know, your refusal to accept this situation and continue with it, like for your own well-being, to, you know, to still be kind in that departure. Like, I think it's something is very clear to you internally, and like it's reflected to you in the way that you feel that something isn't right here. Maybe you've been sort of like ignoring that feeling while you're holding on to the past. But those feelings are coming up for you to recognize them, to be like, oh, well, like, why do I feel bad about this? Why does this situation always make me feel bad? And like trusting that your feelings are signaling something important for you to recognize is giving you the information that you need to make a stand for yourself, for what you like what your truth is, like what you're being called to. Like it helps you see the truth that this situation isn't working anymore, as well as the truth that something better is available. And for some of you, having a conversation with this person that's getting left behind, I'm getting this message that some of you have been scared to have this conversation, to approach this truth with this person. That's kind of how you're clinging on, by like avoiding detachment, even though you feel the not workingness of it very deeply. You've been afraid of getting like pulled more deeply into it. Like if you try to like address the elephant in the room, that it's going to like somehow become something that you get like wrapped up in deeper, that it's better to like keep it at a distance and leave it alone, as like this feeling that I'm getting. But that for some of you, when you actually like broach this situation with this person, that something that is said in that conversation, something that happens in that interaction, rather than having that effect of like pulling you back in, as maybe it has like frequently in the past, anytime you've even come vaguely close at trying to address this, because it does feel like this has been going on for a long time. That rather than getting like sucked back into it, it's actually going to, something's going to sound differently. Like when this person says it, there's some element of disingenuousness for some of you. There's an element of, when they speak, the words don't have the same effect. You can see through them, you can hear through them, and they are basically telling you, like confirming to you that yes, this has to end, that yes, this is over, this is done, there is no further improvement to be had in this situation. And that's not something that's going to be a message for you. That's not something that they are intending to convey in whatever it is they say. Their underlying intention, desire with whatever that is that they're going to put to you, is that they want to hold on. But rather than it having that effect, you're able to see through it in that moment. And it sounds like it echoes the sentiment that this connection is never going to be what you need it to be. Maybe it was at one time for some people, maybe it never was for others, but regardless, that for the future, for what you're moving towards, it does not meet that criteria, and it's supposed to be left in the past. And that after that situation occurs, you'll instinctively want to sort of withdraw into yourself a bit. Like settle into that energy of your own truth. Like create a space within your home for you to be in your energy separate from that, because I am getting that this is probably someone that is close enough that you live with at least, maybe even part of the time, if you don't actually share a house full time, that there's a lot of visiting each other's places, like spending a lot of time in each other's environment. And there's going to be more separation there as you like distance from that person. You'll be like carving out a little space for yourself. Okay. What does the Scorpio collective need to surrender? Not all that. That was like 10 cards. You can't let go of everything all at once now. Okay, surrender stress. Surrender to non-action. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. That's the one. Yeah, whatever this relationship is, like, it's been causing you a lot of stress. Trying to be around this person in some way. And like it's something you feel in your body, like you're experiencing the impact of it on your body. And like I said before about your emotions being a signal to you about what's not working versus what is, like that's literally something that you are realizing. Like you are in a place where you're meeting your body as like a signaling system, like having the awareness and understanding to recognize the connection between your body and your mind and your spirit, how they interact and how they communicate between one another to create this coherent, very efficient system of leading you on your soul's path. And that requires no action on your part here. Like no physical action. Like going within your body into stillness, into silence, breathing, and acknowledging will help you detach from this situation once you recognize that it's not serving you. And it's going to help you connect with all of these beautiful feelings that are coming in toward you. Because like when you surrender to what your body is telling you and let your soul like be guided along that path, like this stuff is just going to come to you. This new relationship, this new person that feels like a true match, a true counterpart, that feels like the love that you've been looking for, a very deep soul bond, like a physical exemplification of your dreams coming true. And your body is going to be showing you the promise of that. I'm hearing for some of you, this relationship, this is someone that you already know. For others, and like that's how you can tell the difference, is because like how your body like responds differently between the people. But for others of you that are on a different path, it's going to be necessary for you to recognize that this past situation no longer serves you and is not like in harmony with you and your path before this other energy enters. And then it will be very clear to you that you made the right decision, that you received the message, that you received the signal and acted appropriately. And that's going to make it easier for you to continue to follow that feeling of like your soul's knowing. Because that's really what you're connecting to in like the sensations, like the wisdom that your body holds is the wisdom of your soul. The brain just kind of distracts from that a little bit. Okay, we have dare come out, take a risk and fly. Yeah, so I'm getting for many of you, like you've been in a situation where it really feels like a risk of some kind to leave the past behind. You know, that could be for a lot of different reasons for different people. But like I said, some of you are on that path to where you have to recognize the incompatibility here and take that risk to just step away from it because you know it's not for you, in order to fly into, to receive something that's much more than that. Okay. We have be present, grow, and surprises. So use the hours, don't count them. All flowers must grow through dirt. Venture down the rabbit hole. So this message of being present, when you are surrendering to the wisdom of your body, when you are truly recognizing what you're feeling and sort of correlating that intuitively to what you're exposed to in that body, that is you being present, and it's from that space that we receive that wisdom. So I'm getting, you've been too focused on the future, and that's how you've, in a way, you've stayed stuck in that situation. For others of you, it's more of a focus on the past. And the way that looks is that some of you are thinking back to how things used to be with this person and wanting them to be that way again in the future. When that's the past, that time is done. Your future looks different. All flowers must grow. This is something that you're growing out of, and they have to grow through dirt. So this situation has been feeling in a way like mud to you, like dirt that was the soil, the foundation for something else to grow in, but that's been bogged down by your emotions. And like when you mix dirt and water, it makes mud, and you've been in this energy of feeling mired in that. But that is what is changing. You are listening to, processing your emotions, moving through them, addressing them. That's sort of helping like dry that situation out to where you can see it for what's really there. When you let go of the old patterns, the old attachments, and when you trust enough to take that leap forward, move toward your true desires and wishes, there are going to be a lot of surprises for you. Like when we set our sights on something that we want, when we wish for something, it's only a fraction of what it really could truly be for us if we fully accept that desire and trust that it can be ours. Like, it will transform into something exponentially better than you thought it would be. Like, you thought you had something pretty good here. It's become sort of stagnant. It's like past its expiration date for your life. You're meant to have moved on, to be moving on to a new phase for your growth, a new phase for your development, your healing, your confidence is really loud. Yeah. And like this, this change is going to be so good for you that you can't currently fathom how good it will be from where you presently stand. Listening to your body is the key. That's the inner compass. Being present with your body is the inner compass that's going to lead you along this correct path for yourself. Okay, so if this reading resonated, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. I will see you back next week. Bye.